there are days and moments in your life that change you in an instant. April 27th, 2011, on that day, 9 of my friends and fellow advisors were killed in the largest insider attack, and it happened in the room across the hall from where I worked every day.
I lost my baby brother in Afghanistan. Then my older brother did time in Vietnam. He still has a lot of trauma from that. I go through what they go through.
You know, I think about my friends every day. I think the most difficult aspect is probably the survivor's guilt.
To those who put their lives on the front line, freedom is not free. A lot of them come home and they suffer, so that's what our passion and mission is. We want to give back to them, and they deserve it. And with providing these therapeutic services such as arts and healing, photography, music, and of course, equine therapy.
About 8 years ago, I found out the horrible plight of our American horses, and I found out that over 150,000 of our iconic American horses shipped to Canada and Mexico to slaughter each year. That minute, I made up my mind to save horses, and so far we've saved 300, mostly horses that were destined to slaughter. Many of these horses were winning racehorses. One horse won $3 million. They were therapy horses, race horses, draft horses, work horses, every kind of horse you can imagine we saved. So this is when we decided, let's do something. We're saving horses that actually help build the country. Let's save and help our veterans who are out there saving our country, and that's when it started. So it is now horses helping veterans.
Equine therapy is a powerful and kind way of healing, and this will help with unique and life-changing experiences. So why so special? Why do we use the horse? Because, you know, with lots of therapies, they use dogs and cats and other types of animals, but there's a very unique characteristic of the horse. As you can see, it's very large. When you have this 800 to 1,800 pound animal by your side, and you're working to form this bond with them, it's the bond that is going to help you fulfill your intention. You can't pick it up and put it in your little carry-on bag. You know, you have to really have a real connection with the horse to work together. Now, the process that we're approaching in the Forgotten Angels Equine Therapy Program is a team approach. I have a credentialed behavioral counselor that I work with, and she will do the initial assessments with the veterans, utilizing the PHQ-9 and the PCL-5, which were all developed by the National Center for PTSD. Then she and I get together and synthesize the results of those assessments, and we develop an experiential session that relates and addresses to that individual. And all of this, it results in an awareness of how we communicate non-verbally, how we trust internally and externally, or not. So we may perceive an opportunity, we may perceive danger, the unknown, and whatever comes up for us when faced with those types of incidences or perceptions. So having an unconditional, hyper-vigilant, non-judgmental, really large partner that once the bond is formed will teach you more about yourself than about them.
You know, they always say some days are better than others. Today's a better day. You know, I will have other days, but I have hope through this program that the other days will become fewer and fewer.
Coming here to do this, it's like you relax, like an escape. You get escape all the stuff that you go through, and you can come out and you can relax.
It was very healing because I could feel like there was a connection there. Once I reached out and said, hey, I'm scared too.
Yeah, because I could sense that he was nervous, and my own nervousness came up. And then I was like, I started talking to him, like, what's your story about it? Because I got a story. And then we just started talking, and that came out in me too. Because I really appreciate connection.
In that wreck, you feel really alone. And you're really, really lost. And you just feel like screaming into the darkness, so can someone just give you a hug?
Is because you hear all of this speak about how there's so many resources for veterans out there and all they need to do is just go and get them. They don't exist. We know it doesn't exist. So it's really going to be left up to entities like us, like Darlene and Kathleen and myself, to provide programs that help these guys that so put their lives on the line for us and for our freedom.